And then in the very first chase race, had a mechanical problem under the hood of his car that threw him hard into the Turn 1 wall at Chicagoland and set them so far back they've never been able to recover.
Yeah, they fought after that, kept fighting and had some good finishes, and then just seemed like problem after problem kept on. But this team has continued to battle, and I think that's a sign of a great champion there and a really solid crew behind him.
And even if he comes up a spot short tonight, and one spot short in the championship, what a 2012 for Kansas Clint Boyer and Michael Waltrip Racing. Getting together for this season wasn't necessarily, it's fair to say, something that Boyer saw himself doing. But went there, they sold him on the fact that they were a growing team and a developing team and going to be a very competitive team. Now he's got 3 wins this season, and he's going to finish second in the championship, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm not even sure that the race team knew just what a driver they were getting Clint Boyer as well. We've all talked about how Boyer didn't really know what kind of team he was going to with Michael Waltrip, but I'll tell you, this has been a great marriage between these two, the driver and the team.
Yeah, and I think it's a great example of his ability. Look at the different types of racetracks that he won on. One on a road course, he won in Charlotte. He gets the job done on a lot of different types of racetracks. He's just very, very solid. And I tell you, another thing about him, he's a fierce competitor, but he just rallies people around him because he has a great personality, and that rubs off on them. It shows them just how much he loves doing what he's doing and the opportunity that he's being given.
So Gordon and Boyer racing for the win here. They're 14 seconds ahead of third place Eric Almirola. Do they have enough fuel to the finish? And how does that play out in the final 4 laps? Boyer eating into Gordon's gap little by little each lap around.
Yeah, he's closing it down. If Gordon has to save any fuel at all and Boyer doesn't have to, he might can get to that back buffer.
Brad Keselowski still in 17th position, a lap down after the insurance pit stop. Just working his way through these final laps on his way to a championship. Dale, a story that you could certainly relate to, a local short track racer, the son of a racer, started out knocking around on the same short tracks where his dad did, and trying to follow in the footsteps of an accomplished father in the sport. Never the easiest thing. Finding funding, finding opportunities. And yet, this young man has shown that for a local short track racer in this modern day and age of NASCAR, you can still find a way all the way to the top.
Yeah, some of those stories that he was talking about where he'd carry a little briefcase and had his books in there and, to read about chassis. I don't know if I was doing that, but I was certainly around the racetrack a lot with my dad. And you know, just because
I just realized that this is going to be Jeff Gordon's first ever win at Homestead if he actually wins this.
Certainly done that. And it's just been fun to watch him come through the Nationwide Series, become a champion there, and then quickly take this Roger Penske team to a championship.
Jeff Gordon has stabilized the lead over Clint Boyer. Boyer slipping back a little bit from where he was a couple of laps ago. Do they have enough fuel to make the final 3 miles here at Homestead and get to the checkered flag 1 and 2?
I'm sure as Boyer came in here, though, he really wasn't thinking about it. He knew he was in a battle for the 3rd spot. All of a sudden, the doors opened for him to finish 2nd in the points.
With all they've accomplished, almost unfathomable that Hendrick Motorsports has never won at this Homestead Miami Speedway. They are 1 lap away as the captain has showed up in his team's pit down from the
white flag, last lap at Homestead.
Jeff Gordon leading the race. Brad Keselowski in charge of the championship. After what it's been, it's fair to say, one of the more tumultuous weeks of his storied NASCAR Sprint Cup career. Checkered flag and a win at Homestead for Jeff Gordon.
Proud of you guys. That was awesome.
And the checkered flag and a NASCAR Sprint Cup championship.
Brad Keselowski wins the 2012 Sprint Cup Series. Very, very awesome job, in my opinion, for Brad Keselowski and Jeff Gordon for getting his first win at Homestead. Now he's basically won at every track in the NASCAR circuit. Very, very awesome job to Jeff Gordon and Brad Keselowski.
your 2012 Cup, Spring Cup champion right here, guys.